Hi everyone, I'm going to share with you how to create a mailbox using the WRMK Flower Punch Board. The only side that we're going to use to create this is the side where you normally would create leaves. So let me show you how to make this really quick and easy. So this is the mailbox right here. It's super cute. I love it. So this size is the 2.5 size. This is a 3-inch size. And then I'm going to show you how to make the 2.25 size. So you can make 3 different sizes. Okay? So let me show you how to do that. So this is 2.25. Let me just move this out here. Okay, so basically how I figured it out was 2.25. You're going to need double that, so that's going to be 4.5. So this paper is 4.5 by 12. And we're going to take our, let's see here, our scoreboard here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the 4.5-inch side, and we're going to score it in half, so that's 2.25. In half. Okay, and then we're going to take, let's see, I'll do this side. On the 12-inch side, we're going to score it at 2.25 again. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to cut this whole entire piece out. So let's go ahead and cut that out. And I'm using these new scissors by Tim Holtz, his tonic scissors, the really long ones, and I love this. I'm so happy he created a longer version of the other scissors, because I love those other scissors. Okay, so you're going to cut that out, and then you're going to take your, this is where we use the board. You're just going to punch the corners here. So go ahead and punch, and then flip. Let's fold this and punch again. Okay, so it makes that shape. See that? Okay. So now we're going to fold this down and then fold this side, and then what I do is I just go all the way around. This one I didn't pre-measure, so we'll figure out the measurements together. So this is how I pretty much figured it out. So we're going to go around. And then I just kind of pinch that side. And then I take my board back. And it looks like it's sitting on 8 inches. So we're going to score at 8 and then 1/2 inch. So it's 8.5. So basically this piece turns out to be 4.5 by 8.5. Okay? So that's the size of the piece that you're going to need. But that's how I figured out the measurements. And save this piece because you can always use that. Okay? So now that we got that piece, that's the main piece, and let's fold this 1/2 inch score line. And then you're going to need another piece, which is 2.25 by 2.25, because we're going to make another piece like this for the back of the mailbox. So let's go ahead and punch that out. Okay, so that's for the back of the mailbox. And then you're going to need another piece, which is 1 by 2.25. And then you're going to score it at 1/2 inch. Let's get back to my board here. So score it 1/2 inch. Okay. And fold that in half. And that's going to get glued to the bottom. So let's just get some of my glue here. And I'm just using this Aleene's tacky glue. It's her original tacky glue. So glue that. And I'll put the measurements for the 3 inch and the 2.5 inch down below. You want to make those sizes, but just copy the same steps that I'm doing here. And then you're going to need 4 pieces of 1/2 inch by 1, and on the 1 inch side you're going to score it 1/2 inch. These are going to be the pieces that are going to close the mailbox in the back, and then also creates this little piece right here. Okay, you can create a full piece to cover the entire back, but I decided not to do that. I just thought it would just be easier to do this instead. Okay, so we're going to, let's see here, just decide which side I want to use. I want to put one, fold it the other way. We're going to put one inside, like so. So we put one on the top. Put one on the side. Put one on this side. Okay. And then we're going to put one on the top of here, this piece. Okay. Okay, now we're going to glue this piece together. Okay, we're going to connect it. Okay, and then we'll start building it. So let's add some glue here. And I actually used hot glue on my other ones. It's just faster. You can use this or double-sided tape. It's just the paper. And add this. So you can see it's really quick to make. And they're super cute once you start decorating the mailboxes. Okay, and then just add some here. Okay, and that's it. And then you got your cute little mailbox. That's how you do it. You can create your own custom flag. That's what I did. And I don't really have a measurement for it because you can change the sizes, so that's pretty easy to make. But that's how you make the mailboxes. So this is, again, the 2 1/4. And this is the 2 1/2. And then this is the 3. So hope you create one. Thanks again for watching. Bye.